So in this video, we are going to solve questions from exercise 2.2, which is from the chapter number 2, linear equations in one variable. So we have seen the first 5 problems from exercise 2.2. Now we'll start from the problem number 6. Let's try to zoom in. Okay. So let's try to read the problem. 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? Okay, so we have 3 consecutive integers whose summation is given to be 51, and we have to find these integers. Now typically what we do is whatever is the unknown, we try to label it as the unknown variable x. Now here we need 3 consecutive integers. What is the meaning of consecutive? Consecutive means, so let me try to highlight it. Consecutive means one after other. Okay, one after other. For example, okay, 2, 3, 4 are 3 consecutive integers. Okay, because they are coming one after the another. Similarly, 100, 101, 102. These are another set of 3 consecutive integers. They come one after the other. Okay, they are just one besides the other. Now, so we are going to say let smallest, okay, let the smallest consecutive integer, let that smallest consecutive integer be equal to x. Okay, so what will be the next integer? The next integer, it is going to be x plus 1. Okay, because they are consecutive, so that will be next x plus 1, and the last integer will be that is going to be x plus 2. Okay, this is by the definition of consecutive integers. That's what consecutive means. So this is an important hint that these integers are consecutive. They are not just any random 3 integers which add up to 51. We have 3 consecutive integers, the integers which come after one another, whose addition is 51. Okay, so clearly now we can form the equation. So let's first note down summation is given to be equal to 51. Okay, so therefore x plus 1 plus x plus 2. Okay, these are my 3, I'll just put brackets for the emphasis. These are my 3 integers, consecutive integers, whose addition is equal to 51. Okay, so thus the most important part of this problem solving is that we have formed a linear equation in one variable. This is our one variable x. Okay, you can see there is only x, there is only one variable throughout this equation. So thus we have formed a linear equation in one variable using this problem statement that was given to us, trying to read the hints. There are some hints and some facts that are given in the problem statement. You have to understand them. They are given in English and you have to convert them into mathematics. So that English language problem is now converted into a mathematical format. Now let's try to solve this equation. It's a quite simple, straightforward equation. So x and x and x, there are 3x, so their addition is going to be 3x plus, we have this number 1 and this number 2, so 1 plus 2 is going to be again equal to 3, and that is equal to 51. So this is a little bit simplified equation. 3x plus 3 is equal to 51. Now we have to find the value of x. So we do the same steps that we have done before. First we try to get rid of this plus 3. How is that going to happen? We'll subtract 3 from this side, and since it's an equation, we also subtract 3 from the right hand side, and this is our okay, and this is our equal to sign. Okay, so important point, do the same operations on both the sides of the equations, and the rest of the equation is as it is. So this will be 3x. Okay, let me use the other color. Okay, so this will be 3x plus 3, and this will be equal to 51. Now focus on this. 3 minus 3 is going to be 0. So thus on the right hand side we just have 3x, and that's equal to 51 minus 3 is going to be 48. So that's going to be 48. Okay, now once again we have 3x as equal to 48. We just need x, the variable, to remain on the left hand side of the equation, which means we have to get rid of 3. How do we get rid of 3? We do division of 3 on both the sides of equation. So I'm going to do divide by 3 on left hand side, and to maintain the equality and the balance of the equation, we should also divide by 3 on the right hand side. This is my equal to operation, and rest of the equation is as it is, 3x and 48. Okay, so you can even write here actually. So what we are doing is divide by 3, divide by 3 on both the sides, of the equation. Similarly, here we can in fact, we should in fact mention what's happening. What we are doing is subtract. Okay, subtract 3 on both the sides of equation. Okay, it's better to mention what we are doing while solving the problem. So let's come here now. Once again, this is 3 and this is 3, they are going to cancel each other. What we get is 1, and thus we get x as equal to 40 divided by 3 is 3 ones are 3 and 3 6 are 18. So thus we found out x as equal to 16, okay, which is the smallest number. So what was x? Let's go up. Yes, here it is. Let the smallest consecutive integer be equal to x. So that has come out to be 16. So let me write here 16. So the next integer is going to be 16 plus 1, that is going to be equal to 17, and the last integer is going to be 16 plus 2, which is going to be 18. Okay, so thus we have 16, 17 and 18 as our 3 consecutive numbers that the question had asked us to find. Okay, what are these integers? So this is how we have solved this problem. That was problem number 6. Let's try to erase this, and then we'll move to problem number 7. Yes. Okay, so yes, this is the problem number 7. Okay, quite similar to the problem that we have seen before. Let's try to read the problem. The sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. Okay, a little bit different than the previous problem. So we have 3 consecutive numbers, but those numbers are not any random numbers, or those are not integers. Here we had 3 consecutive integers. Here we have 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Okay, let me highlight this, multiples of 8. That's an important part. What are multiples of 8? Multiples of 8 are nothing but the multiplication table of 8. Okay, so 8 into 1 8, 8 into 2 is 16, and so on. So we have 24, 8 into 3, 8 into 4 is 32, 8 5s are 40, and so on. So all these numbers, let's use the same highlighter, these numbers are called as multiples of 8. Okay, this term multiples of 8 means they are available, or they find their place in multiplication table of the 8. So numbers which are available in multiplication of 8 are called as multiples of 8. Okay, very important point. Now okay, let me write this also. This is 8 into 3, 8 into 4, 8 into 5, and so on. Okay, as you can clearly see, all these multiples, all these numbers are multiples of 8. Okay, they are multiples of 8. Now, and they are 3 consecutive. So which, if there are 3 consecutive numbers, okay, we have seen what is the meaning of consecutive. Let me try to just write it again. Consecutive, what does consecutive means? One after another. Okay, one after other. These numbers are present one after the other, which means, for example, 8. Okay, let's take this 8, 16 and 24. Let me use a highlighter. Okay, so 8, 16, 24 are example of 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Okay, similarly, okay, if you see 24, 32, 40, so 24, 32, 40 is another example of 3 consecutive multiples of 8. Okay, so these numbers are consecutive, so they come after one another, and they are multiples of 8. They are not any random integer numbers. Okay, so first try to understand the problem, the concept that the problem is dealing with. So in this problem, the numbers are nothing but 3 consecutive multiples of 8. And now we have to find the multiples. Okay, so once again we are going to use this use this concept that we have understood what is multiples of 8, and we are going to say let the smallest, okay, number, let the smallest number be equal to x. Okay, so what is going to be the next number? So the next number is going to be x plus 8. Okay, because they are multiples of 8, that's why it will be x plus 8. In the previous problem they were consecutive integers, so we just did x plus 1. Now they're consecutive multiples of 8, so the next number is going to be x plus 8. Okay, take this example 8. What is the next number after 8? It's 8 plus 8. Okay, so similarly this next number is going to be x plus 8, and the last number, because we are dealing with three numbers, the last number is going to be x plus 16. Okay, so these are the three unknown numbers, or the three consecutive multiples of 8, and now their summation is given to be 888. So quite simple and straightforward. Once we reach this point and this understanding, I think forming the equation is a very simple step. Okay, summation given, summation is equal to 888. Okay, therefore, so these three numbers x, and then it will be x plus 8, and then it will be x plus 16. Okay, their summation is given to be 888. Okay, so this is the linear equation, this is the linear equation in one variable that we have to form from the problem statement. Always remember, the first and the most important step in solving these word problems is forming a correct linear equation in one variable. Okay, so we have formed the linear equation in one variable. This will take some time, it will take some practice, and you have to read the question again and again and try to understand the concept that the question talks about. For example, in this question, the concept that the question talks about is multiples of 8. So you should know what is multiples of 8. You should know what is consecutive numbers, and thus try to understand it with some example. And then you can take these unknown variables and form the equations. So once the equation is formed, then our job is very simple. We have to just solve the equation. So let's be a little bit fast here. So this is x, this is x, this is x. These are the three variables. X, their summation is going to be 3x plus. Okay. Then we have these numbers 8 and 16. So 8 plus 16 is going to be 24. So 24, that is equal to 888. So this becomes our equation in a reduced form, and now we can perform the operations. So I'm going to be a little bit fast here. So I'm going to say 3x is going to be equal to 888 minus 24. Okay, what is it that I have done? I'll make a note here. So subtract, okay, subtract 24 from both the sides of equation, from both the sides of equation. Okay, so therefore we are going to get 3x as equal to 8 minus 4 is 4, 8 minus 2 is 6, and then we got, so 864. Okay, now, and then I'm going to continue. I'm going to say x as equal to 864 divided by 3. Okay, what I have done, I have divided, so divide both the sides of equation by 3. Okay, so 3x divided by 3, 3 will cancel each other, so just x remains, and here we get 864 divided by 3. Okay, that is equal to, so therefore x is equal to 3 2s are 6, 16, 3 5s are 15, 14. Okay, this is not perfectly divisible by 3, something wrong here. 16 plus 8 is 24, that is correct. So if we subtract 24, 8 minus 4 is 4, and 8 minus 2 is, that is correct. So 3 2s are 6, 16, 3 5s are 15, 14. We are not getting correct, we are not getting three consecutive multiples of 8. Is something wrong? X, 8, that is x, then the next number will be x plus 8, correct? Next number will be x plus 16, that is also correct. Their addition is going to be 3x plus 24. 3x plus 24, correct, right? 3x plus 24, char, minus 24. 864 is correct. 864 is not a perfect multiple of, so x is not a multiple, x should be divisible by x, sorry, x should be a multiple of 8. Okay, so 255, no, so should I go with 8x? The first number should be 8x because it's a multiple of x, and then it should be, okay, okay. So we have to take the smallest number as 8x because it has to be a multiple of x. Okay, that's the mistake. Let's try to rectify it. The smallest number has to be 8x because it's a multiple of 8. It's a multiple of 8. Then the next number will be 8x plus 8, and the next number will be 8x plus 16. Okay, so that way we will have these three consecutive numbers, and thus our equation will now change to, this will be 8x, this also will be 8x, and this is also 8x, and their addition will be 8 3s are 24. Okay, so this is going to be 24x plus 24, correct. Okay, and then we are going to do, okay, let me try to in fact erase this. Okay, and thus we will get, okay, let's try to zoom in. So we will get 24x as equal to 888 minus 24. Okay, so yes, this is correct. Subtract 24 from both the sides of equation. So that is going to be 864. That's 24x. And actually, what we want is 8x, right? We want 8x. So then again, we have to still divide both the sides of equation by 3 only. Because 24 is actually divisible by, sorry, 24 is divisible by 3 and 8. So, hmm, okay, okay. 8 ones are 8, 0, 8. That is divisible by 3. What is the problem? 3 twos are 3, 108, right? 3 threes are 9, 18. Yeah. Oh my god, 3 to the 6. Oh, 26. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. My bad, my bad. This is all my bad. We can do it with even x. Okay, okay, okay. Let's continue the original video. We can do it with the x as well. Let me try to erase this. Okay. So x is fine, x is fine, x is fine, x is fine. Okay, x is fine. And this addition is also fine. So let's try to get rid of this 8 here. Okay, this 8 here and this 8 here, and even this 24. So 3x plus 24 is correct. 3x plus 24 is correct. Okay, now my division was wrong. So 3x is equal to 888 minus 24. I'm subtracting both the sides of equation by 24, and I'm getting 3x as equal to 8. What was that? 864. So now x is equal to 864 divided by 3. That is equal to 3 to the 6. 26 is the remainder. I thought 16 is the remainder. So 3 to the 6. 26 is remainder. 8 3s are 24, and again 8 3s are 24. So that is my x. Okay, x is equal to 288. Now, if x is equal to 288, now let's go up. Yes, so the smallest number is 288. and the next number is 288 plus 8, which is 296, right? Yes, and the next number is going to be 304. Okay, so these are the three numbers. Now let's focus. These are the three numbers which are consecutive multiples of 8, three consecutive multiples of 8. So these are multiples of 8 and they are consecutive. Okay, and their summation is 888. So that is the answer.